Most gardeners throw stale bread and leftover milk straight into the trash without a second thought. But those two kitchen scraps can be combined into one of the most powerful, zero-cost, microbe-rich liquid fertilizers your soil has ever received. And the whole process takes just 3 days. That is exactly what this video is about. By the time you finish watching, you will have a complete step-by-step method to brew this fermented liquid using only what is already in your kitchen. You will know the exact dilution ratio to use, when and how to apply it, and what visible results to expect in your garden within 2 weeks of the first application. Here is the science behind why this combination is so effective, and it is simpler than it might seem. Stale bread is loaded with wild yeast and naturally occurring bacteria, the exact microbes that drive fermentation. Whole milk provides proteins, calcium, potassium, and natural sugars that feed those microbes and accelerate the entire process. When you combine both ingredients and allow them to sit at room temperature for 3 days, you are essentially brewing a living probiotic culture that supercharges the microbial ecosystem inside your soil. Healthy garden soil is not just dirt. It is a living community of billions of bacteria, fungi, and microorganisms working together to feed your plants. Once you understand that every time you water with this fermented brew, you are feeding that underground community, gardening begins to feel less like work and more like farming with nature rather than against it. That shift is what separates gardens that struggle season after season from gardens that produce more with less effort every single year. For this recipe, you only need 2 main ingredients and a few basic items you already have at home. You will need approximately 2 cups of stale bread. Crusts, end pieces, or any dry leftover slices all work perfectly well. The bread does not need to be fresh, and in fact, older and drier bread works better because it has already begun the natural breakdown process on its own. You will also need 2 cups of whole milk. Full fat is preferred because the higher protein content gives the fermentation process significantly more to work with. Try to avoid ultra-pasteurized milk if possible, since the intense heat treatment used in that process has already destroyed most of the naturally occurring bacteria. Beyond the ingredients themselves, you will need 1 quart-sized glass jar with either a loose-fitting lid or a piece of cheesecloth and a rubber band to secure the top and allow fermentation gases to escape safely. Start by breaking your stale bread into small, rough pieces before placing them in the jar. There is no need for exact uniform sizes. Simply breaking each piece into 2 or 3 smaller chunks is enough. The goal is to increase the surface area so the milk can fully coat and saturate every piece, giving the beneficial microbes as much material to work on as possible from day 1. Place all of the broken bread pieces into the jar, then slowly pour the 2 cups of whole milk over the top of the bread. The bread will begin absorbing the milk almost immediately, so gently press the pieces down with a clean spoon to make sure every piece is fully submerged below the surface of the liquid. Once that is done, cover the top of the jar with a piece of cheesecloth and secure it firmly with the rubber band. This allows the gases from fermentation to escape naturally while keeping out dust and debris. Place the covered jar in a consistently warm spot inside your home. Any location between 65 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit will work well. A kitchen counter away from direct sunlight, the top of your refrigerator, or a warm shelf in a utility room are all ideal options. Consistent warmth is the single most important factor for producing a fast, effective fermentation that is ready to use in 3 days rather than 5 or 6. Leave the jar undisturbed for the first 24 hours, then give it 1 gentle stir each morning on day 2 and day 3. By the 2nd day, you will begin to notice a slightly sour, tangy smell developing. This is not a sign that something has gone wrong. It is the exact smell of active beneficial fermentation, doing precisely what it is supposed to do. By the end of day 3, the liquid will have visibly separated and turned a golden amber color throughout, which is the clear signal that your brew is finished and ready for the garden. Before moving on to the application and results, if this kind of practical, zero-cost organic gardening is what you come here for, now is a great time to give this video a thumbs up and hit subscribe so you never miss a new method. There are many more kitchen-to-garden recipes coming to this channel, and you are going to want to catch every single one of them. After 3 full days, it is time to harvest your liquid gold. Set a fine mesh metal strainer or a second piece of cheesecloth over a clean bowl, then slowly pour the entire contents of the jar through it. The solid spent bread pieces left in the strainer can go directly into your compost bin. They are still packed with organic material and will break down quickly. What remains in the bowl below is your finished fermented fertilizer concentrate. This concentrate should not be applied directly to your plants before diluting. Doing so can overwhelm your soil's microbial balance with too high a concentration of organic acids at once. The correct dilution is 1 part fermented concentrate mixed with 10 parts water, applied with a standard watering can. Measure 1 cup of your strained liquid into the watering can, then fill the rest with clean water to reach a 10-cup total volume, and your solution is ready to apply. Water your plants directly at the base, soaking the root zone of each plant thoroughly with the diluted solution. For container plants, pour slowly until the liquid drains freely from the drainage holes at the bottom of the pot. For raised beds and in-ground gardens, aim to wet the top 6 to 8 inches of soil, which is where the most active root growth and microbial activity takes place, and where this fertilizer will have the greatest immediate impact. Apply this fermented solution once every 7 to 10 days throughout the active growing season for best results. Because this is a living fertilizer rich in beneficial microbes, consistency over time matters far more than applying a heavy dose all at once. Regular light applications steadily build soil biology in a way that a single large watering never can. Within 2 weeks of starting your first application cycle, you should see noticeably deeper green coloring in your plant leaves, stronger stem growth, and soil that retains moisture more evenly between watering sessions. Here's exactly what to expect when you apply this fermented brew consistently over a 2 to 3 week period. Your soil will become noticeably more biologically active, meaning more visible earthworm activity, improved aeration and drainage, and faster natural breakdown of any organic matter or mulch on the soil surface. All of that translates directly into root systems that grow deeper and wider, giving your plants better access to water and nutrients that were already in your soil but previously unavailable. The calcium delivered through the milk in this recipe also plays a direct and measurable role in preventing some of the most common garden problems, specifically blossom end rot in tomatoes and peppers, and tip burn on lettuce leaves, which are almost always caused by a lack of available calcium in the soil rather than poor watering habits. This is what makes this particular recipe stand out from most other homemade liquid fertilizers. It feeds your soil's microbial life and delivers a targeted mineral correction in the same application. 2 significant garden problems addressed with 1 simple jar from your kitchen. Here is a quick recap of everything covered in this video. You combine 2 cups of dry stale bread with 2 cups of whole milk in a quart-sized glass jar, covered it with cheesecloth, set it in a warm spot for 3 days with 1 gentle stir each morning, then strained out the solids and diluted the resulting golden liquid at a 10-to-1 ratio with water before applying it directly to the root zone of your plants. The entire process costs nothing, requires only about 5 minutes of hands-on effort across the full 3 days, and produces a living fertilizer that rivals products sold for $20 or $30 a bottle. The most important thing to take away is that you are not just feeding your plants, you are feeding your soil. A thriving, biologically active soil ecosystem rewards you over time with fewer disease issues, reduced pest pressure, and plants that grow stronger with progressively less input from you each season. That is the whole idea behind organic gardening that actually works. Smart, simple methods that build something lasting, rather than just a quick green flush that fades in a week. If this is a method you are going to try in your garden this season, do 3 things right now. Hit the thumbs up button so more organic gardeners can find this video, subscribe to the channel so you never miss a new zero-cost gardening method, and drop a comment below telling us what plants you are planning to use this on. Or ask any question you have about the process. Every comment gets read, and your question might just become the next video on this channel.